Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The debate between money and looks. And I'm gonna do, usually when I'm talking, I'm usually promoting my own philosophy, and I will at the end of this, but beginning wise, we're always talking about money and looks, and they'll be like, well, Uncle Rom, ain't you always say you can get a woman without money? Yeah, I've always said that, but like I said, I'm talking about the general debate in this one. And of course, there's some people who say, well, you gotta have money to have women. Let's talk about that for a second. Yeah, women are influenced by money, but then you also get some scam artists and everything. There are some, I'm just getting like some stories from some people, like it's crazy. Shoot, some men even be sperm jacked. There's somebody, they rich, and you got some organized groups out there to get that man's sperm, give it to a woman, all of a sudden he on child support, or whatever. And we ain't even gonna talk about tricking and all of that, right? But yet, despite all that, some guy feel like he has to have some money. Especially since you have some women who say, well, he gotta have some money and something. And of course I'll call them acculturated prostitutes, but who's listening to me? Who's listening to me? You get some guys, every time I talk about that, they're gonna fight it and everything, or act like they doing well with it. I even had one commenter, he was like, well, shouldn't he be happy anyway? I was like, even if he's a trick? He was like, well, you got a good point. It's like, but here's the thing. Let's go over to looks. Now, plenty of guys will say it's looks and everything, but let's be real. Everybody got looks. We talking extraordinary looks, like model looks, male model looks. How many men actually have that? And then you got some women, they don't want that. They want a little bit of ugly. And then here's the thing with looks. What if a woman doesn't, no matter what you look like, what if a woman doesn't like that particular look? Yeah, because I'm always quick to say and point out, all looks are subjective. So you can be a male model, you could have looks on that level. Somebody on the planet don't like it. And invariably it's the woman who doesn't like those looks that the man is going to want. But here's something else with that. Looks might fade at some point. And then you got some guys relying on looks, but then they don't have any other game. They don't have any other conversation. That's why they have handsome man game, telling them what to do. And plenty of guys will even get in the comments and say, well, I'm handsome and all of that, but I'm still having trouble. All right, which one works? Which one works? And see, that's the debate and stuff. And see, that's the debate, and one thing, I have a problem with guys who say money. Not so much they say money, but then what are they doing to make money? And then the guys who saying looks, they get so obsessed with looks. A lot of women don't want to deal with them. A lot of women be like, there's some women who don't want to deal with those guys. And despite all that, there's always going to be those debates and everything. And I would say, and everybody's going to have a different opinion. A bunch of guys who got money and think they getting something, they're going to say, well, you got to have money. And a bunch of guys who got those extraordinary looks, they're going to say you need looks. Yet, despite all of that, you got some men out there, they don't have as much money, and they sure as hell don't look like any fashion models, but they getting women like crazy. They getting women like crazy, and you could say, well, they got game or whatever the case. Here's what I would say. Now, I'm going to put Rom's philosophy in there. First of all, you want to make money for yourself, not to impress some woman. Because nowadays, used to be, you made above average and stuff, you were good. In fact, I did a video a while ago talking about 50,000. Now it's 100,000. Now it's like, and trust me, and I said this before in a car video, I'm still. It's at some point women gonna say a dude going to need to be making $500,000. All right, but I would say this: as far as money, a man needs to make money so he can live the life he wants to live. He can live where he wants to live. He can do the stuff he wants to do. He got to be on his own sovereignty. And as far as looks, any man still wants to fix up as best as possible. You still want the barber to bless you. You still want to hit the gym. You still want to be your best. My philosophy is just be your best all around and then deal with the woman who is in cooperation with your operation. To me, there's no debate. You need to be fixing up. You need to have money. A man needs to have money out here. Unfortunately, it's not too many places on the planet where a man can hunt for his own food. Those places exist, but let's just say in the modern world, every man needs to have a way to live, to have a place he can get food, to have a roof over his head, all of that stuff, right? Every man needs that. He's going to need some money. And plus that'll probably be a part of his mission. But he still need to be fixing up. He's still going to have some type of looks. Even if some women say, well, he medium ugly. Well, some women like that. Whatever the case, a man still need to fix up. My philosophy is it's not a debate between the two. You need to fix up on all levels. You need to be as much as possible following the house of the man. You need to have that warrior in you. You need to have that eagle in you. You need to have that hunter in you. You need to have that healer in you. You know? It isn't a debate. It's like they just different parts of you. That's how I'm looking at it. But despite all that, there's still going to be some people to debate it. And, and if you're in the comments, say which one you feel works. Be respectful. I already said my personal thing is, as far as getting women, you gotta be careful with the money. Okay, don't lead with your wallet. Now that's my philosophy. Some dudes feel like, well, no, you gotta have money to get women and all of that. Okay. And there's some women definitely, like I said, there's some women who are definitely moved by how much money you have, but you gotta be careful with them. There's a lot of scammers out there, a whole lot of scammers. And then when you're talking about looks, you got to maintain it. Because you got what I would call extreme looks people. They got to feel like every part of them got to look good. Plus they got to be a certain height too. I mean, they looking for perfection. First of all, there's nobody perfect on this planet. And if you get caught up in that, sometimes the women don't want to deal with you because that puts something on the woman. But as I said, you want to have as much money as you can, whatever your mission is. You want to make money in it just to live for yourself, and you want to fix up as best as possible. But they see that's Rom's philosophy. There's still going to be a debate. There's still going to be some people out there saying, hey, you got to make that money. Some people saying, nah, it's about those looks. Rom's philosophy is you need to be all the way around. That's my philosophy, but you still going to get that debate. Let me know what y'all think in the comments and stuff, though. Let me know what y'all think. Be respectful. Be respectful, okay? All right? So, anyway, that's all I have for right now. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.